So LS has talked about pros playing VEIGAR incorrectly quite a bit lately on stream, and we're gonna go check out one of his ex-friends. Are the rumors correct? We don't know. However, we are going to jump right into the video.
Not a game-free Nemesis preview. Oh, there is Nemesis preview. Oh my god.
And this is Nemesis, of course, teaching us how to play VEIGAR correctly.
We found a gold mine. Oh my god. This is where I was the only millionaire using the 1% scaling CDR rune.
I love pro views. Pro views are so good, man.
It was super broken. I was the only one doing it. It was more OP than the current one, which is 8 ability haste. This game, I mean, my champion just 1v9'd it. I'm gonna be honest here. If you watch this game, I kinda 1v9'd it.
Nice
I
Q.
don't know how don't be dodged that Q, he's hacking. I forgot what jungle meta this was. I don't know if this ward is good or not, because I forgot. I think this ward is good back then, but I'm not sure. My lane state is fine. My last hitting is really bad here. Like, you can see I dropped so many TS. But that's because, you know, I'm not as good on VEIGAR as I am right now, lol. F-keying on stage is,
What was he doing instead of...
not as useful as it is in solo queue. So I push, but then Rexer...
Oh my god, he's missing so much.
I even saw Rexer. I don't know what I'm doing. Like, I literally see Rexer right here and I'm still not backing.
You can tell from his CS though that he's like focused on something,
the cage is fine. She failed flashes.
That was
Rexer's
not a
TP
clean
just to save
flash.
my ass, which is nice, but yeah. A lot of mistakes from me. A lot of mistakes. We're trading inhib for inhib, but we can keep going because we have mountain. We can just literally end the game here. And now obviously they have to base, because if they don't base, we'll just end the game. One shot illusion.
VEIGAR
I
is
do a
such
really
a
good cage
toxic
on
champion.
Renekton. Fucking wrecked. Bro, you sucked back then compared to now. Obviously. But the thing is that you're missing... Back then everyone sucked. This is a different time. Like, this was the standard gameplay.
This is the time where FPX was able to win a world title with a roaming Nautilus mid. Imagine that now.
Back then, like, for this time, I'm
just leaving mid lane, just going top lane, dude. Imagine that now.
Not bad, but
imagine that now versus someone like T1, dude. T1 just take you. They're like, shut the fuck up.
now obviously I'm bad. What should I play? Should I play VEIGAR? Because I'm watching a VEIGAR game. Yeah, let's play VEIGAR. That's it, baby. Now I can show you guys how much better I play it.
And there we go, ladies and gentlemen.
Cookies over futures? Of course. I literally generally, every time I play VEIGAR and I take cookies, people ask me, cookies over futures? Yes, guys, cookies over futures. VEIGAR versus Ari, you just farm early game as VEIGAR, you get strong, and then you outscale Ari. Should be pretty simple. You're not that weak early, but... So yeah, I just got a stack. I missed this minion, but I hit her, so it's fine.
I mean, VEIGAR's new buffs are like really nice. I've tried him out a little bit, and he's actually really nice with the extended Q range. But now, as of the patch right now, of course, my Leo, VEIGAR has got even more changes here. And these are a little bit controversial because some people think they're buffs, some people think they're nerfs. Basically, all of his abilities got hit for the early levels and got increased for the later levels, which means you will deal considerably more damage later on once you have your Q and your W maxed. However, maxing E less useful. Also, Q, weaker level 1 doesn't matter. Weaker level 2 doesn't really matter. Weaker level 3, I mean, level 5 does kind of matter. And then eventually at level 9, it is 5% stronger, which is, you know, considerable, not too bad. And so you are kind of even with the combo. Once you hit that level 11 spike, you're kind of even with damage, right? So I would say not too bad.
W me again. and get both minions.
Because let's be honest, let's think about this, right? How many times do you get like more than 1 to 2 kills before level 11 as VEIGAR? It doesn't happen that often. Unless you're playing in Goomba low and you are
Ari has
a
this
Burger
new,
low player or something.
visuals now. Much prettier. I'm probably gonna go 2 points Q level 3. Ari definitely does win into VEIGAR early game.
You can see how he's respecting her range, and he is, and this is very important on VEIGAR, he is not stepping into range for her to trade. Whenever he doesn't need to be in range to CS, he's not in range.
It's very important that I don't lose
It's
HP when playing into Ari. I don't want to get randomly hit by her spells. Losing HP is really bad in this matchup. Early game. Once I get like level 5, this is where VEIGAR stabilizes pretty easily. Nice. 2 points Q. Gonna execute these two together. Set up that one. Boom. Kill this one. My jungler is getting invaded. I can't really do much about it. I just have to insta push this way.
He can't really do much about it because a lot of people would look at this and be like, well, you can fucking move. But he is not a Katarina. He is someone who, if he comes back late to a fight, it can be a problem. And the other thing is that he cannot afford to walk into Ari. He just can't. So
if I walk there, I'm too late.
And this is always the important part, right? Is you cannot afford to walk into people that win the trades. So how do you interact with people that win the trades in lane? Generally, the thing is that you either beat them. So there are 2 options. Are you able to beat them in push? If you do, then you learn how to beat them in push without farming. You can do that by walking in front of the wave and getting a couple of cheeky auto attacks in while the wave is still moving in. You can do that by just better spacing. However, for example, if you're VEIGAR and you're facing a Victor, the point that Victor needs to be at is he needs to reduce your HP, which means he needs to reliably hit his E on you. And you have to play around that. You have to play around the fact that almost every Victor player at a higher rank will always try to hit his E off of the minions, right? For example, this is just because I main Victor. So you always think about the imaginary line from the minions towards you, and you think about how he would use his E then. And then if he uses it, you go in auto attack, auto attack, auto attack. You can push it in. The thing is, and this is very important, VEIGAR has a very difficult time breaking freezes versus something like the Victor, because Victor can walk up, he can place his W on the wave and start trading on you. And if you want to get in W range, you are in his E range. So it can be a little bit more difficult than to break freezes. So that is one of the ways to beat that matchup. The other way is to go the other way. Let them push you in, give them control of the mid lane, and be like, yeah, I'm staying out of that trading range until I have a shot at trading, and only walk up for CS. That allows them to gain control of the wave, but as you saw with this Ari was not playing very well. A Faker would have played this differently. You know, all kinds of different players would have played this quite differently, because what Ari can do is she can go in and open up trading opportunities onto the VEIGAR by saying, if you trade your Q, you only get 1 stack of AP, which sounds like a lot, but if you are playing versus a player that you respect enough, you know that they are going to get 2 oftentimes lined up. So they're never going to miss their Q onto a minion, which means they will minimum get 1 stack anyway. But if you position yourself outside of the trading or outside of the interest range of the VEIGAR, and you open up trading onto him, you tell him, you get guaranteed 1 HP, but I get to win a trade versus you. Versus you focus on the minions and you have the potential to get two minions as AP stack. So this is a very interesting concept, and you will see all of the high tier mid laners like Chovy, like Knight, like Showmaker, like Faker. You will see all of them go up into a VEIGAR and tell the VEIGAR, trade with me, because they know that trading with VEIGAR is still better, even if both of them lose a good amount of HP, still better than VEIGAR being able to stack it up.
So it's very important that I don't lose HP when playing into Ahri. I don't.
So as you can see here, this Ahri is playing this very safely, right? She is not playing aggressive because she doesn't want to get hit by the Qs. And that makes sense, because you don't want to give him free stacks. The thing is, he's going to get free stacks anyway from the minion wave, right? And there, he can get another stack. He can get 2 stacks. In this case, for example, if you move up now, you make him choose between auto-attacking this minion twice and queuing, or queuing you and getting one stack. Otherwise, he gets this stack anyway.
I want to get random.
So that's just something that I wanted to point out, right? So
My Wukong might die. He flashed Ahri's pass. This is fine. I'm just gonna push now.
So yeah, he's pushing in here, right? You see that he's focusing on CSing but not stacking up.
Level 4. I can walk
He has
here.
his E, and Ahri places a ward and opens up. This takes away some of his opportunities, and he goes for a cage anyway. This allows the Wukong to catch
He's
up.
trapped in the cage.
Now Ahri, very well done.
Q. Boom.
Stays out of maximum,
Gonna get level 4
stacks
this arc.
very close to the cage but doesn't get stunned, then walks away.
Just need to make my minions now.
And this
Stackable
is
for
still a loss for VEIGAR, right? Now, whenever he can hit,
Just walk into the stack.
whenever this happens, whenever he can hit a minion and hit you, that's when you throw. Because
At level
this
6
never
onwards,
needs to happen.
You can look to kill Ahri as VEIGAR with your ult, but before level 6 it's kind of not possible unless she's really bad.
So if you're playing versus VEIGAR, if he hits you while CSing, you're bad. Also, why am I in this scene? Am I dumb? Am I professional? I'm not professional at all. The fuck
It's
am I
like
doing?
way better than at Worlds game. You guys see that, right?
Yes, you're better, Nemesis.
It's like way better than at Worlds games. I think she still has flash, but it doesn't matter. She zooms, so I just stack up this wave, and then I look to base. Maybe I stop her base with my movement. I'm not
Okay,
too
so he is
sure.
at 12.
There's
So
one
either he
problem here, and
stays,
it is called
either he stays for a lost chapter and sacks a wave after that to get a power spike, or he goes back and goes for the Rod of Ages. Now, weirdly enough, Nemesis builds Rod of Ages. Doesn't build Rod of Ages here. Although that would perfectly work out with better timing and generally would have a lot of value versus the enemy team comp as
I
well.
have 100 gold to lost chapter, so I'm gonna do something very stupid, which is stay in lane.
Now, it's always hard to tell because Nemesis is so good in comparison to a lot of players that he plays against in Europe that he can make a lot of weird things work out very well.
Farm this wave out, and then
So I don't think you should copy his build. I think there are some other people that VEIGAR V2 goes up to the channel to see if he puts out a build on that soon-ish. I would expect him. I think that Nemesis you consult for gameplay because he is a very good gameplay guy. But for builds, maybe some other people can theory craft some potentially more efficient builds, but it doesn't matter, right? For Nemesis, at the end of the day, it is still a preferential thing. So yeah, he loses 2 minions plus probably another wave.
But I got lost chapter, so it's okay. I'm gonna level up here, so you don't need full mana when you TP.
Oh, actually
Because
doesn't
when you
lose
level
it.
up, you
Very
get
well
lost
done
chapter.
by him. He recalled on a cannon wave, on a coming cannon wave, so he
Impressive.
doesn't lose anything.
Right now, boom. Go
Gets a
for a
very
trade.
quick
Q,
recall.
W in the middle. W can be dodged by her, but that's
She walked into the E, which
fine. She
actually
gains
helps him
stacks by
out.
walking into my cage. And now we stack up this remaining wave. And I'm just gonna look for these like short trades with cage into her and then WQ. Just slowly started chunking her together into lethal. Right now she walks up for this wave.
So VEIGAR definitely
W,
can be a
Q.
Ahri counter if Ahri doesn't manage to aggress onto him early on. Because he can catch her inside of the cage with her ultimate and kind of deny her ultimate for the cage duration. But the other thing, obviously, try to dodge the ultimate.
Sadly couldn't hit anything because of minions, but that's fine. Need to try.
So it's a good VEIGAR game here.
Gonna walk up and look for her ass. I
match.
hope Blitzkrieg behind me.
He's very good versus Jax. He's not very good against Caitlyn, to be fair.
That's
Although
fine.
with his
Got
new
two stacks here.
range changes, he's more acceptable.
No, she's almost in lethal. I just need 2 more Qs and she's dead.
So you see him prioritize
next
that
cage she can
a
die.
little
She
bit.
can literally die in the cage right now.
Yeah. And the cage. And the ultimate hits. She's
There we
dead.
go. My Biscuit didn't have to suicide. That was definitely... Oh shit. I think I just died.
You're dead.
I need to get a cannon before I die.
Nah, you can't get out. You can't get out. Oh my god, he got out.
Okay, I'm alive. God bless Cookies. I think Cookies just saved me. So, 200 gold on 5. To get a cannon before I die.
Did Cookies actually save him? I want to see that. So he flashes, throws in the cookie. The cookie comes in right here. He's got 35 left. The cookie did save him. The cookie absolutely saved him. The cookie the cookie absolutely saved him. Oof, dude.
Okay, I'm alive.
Ooh. 35
God
HP.
bless Cookies. I think Cookies just saved me. So, 200 gold on Everfrost, which is kind of sucks, but definitely not needed to greet. I definitely got really strong components here. Not gonna buy any potions. Let's go back to mid lane. So here I won't be...
The reason he calls them strong components here is because Lost Chapter, obviously, absolutely premium. Kindle Gem, insane value. Just the ability haste is great on VEIGAR, so absolutely something you want. And Everfrost, obviously, super toxic together with the cage.
able to stack everything.
So I think that Everfrost utility can almost not be argued against, even with a superior damage build. Because Everfrost utility has just so much potential on VEIGAR. The only argument you could make is that you could say, in a certain coordinated team fight that you would find in higher ranks, in higher leagues like Korea or China, in certain coordinated fights, you would not be able to get the Everfrost off onto a meaningful target if the fight is played by the enemy to their win condition. I think that you could argue with, and then you could say, okay, it's probably better to just get a little bit more increased value out of your HP or out of your Q. But other than that, I think that in solo queue, Everfrost can almost never be argued with VEIGAR, just on the basis of how much value it provides and how loose the rules are around solo queue.
just stack some of them.
Damage.
As much as I can.
I don't know if I made the point correctly, but...
I have no flash though, I'm pretty vulnerable now. He's walking way too far up, and I have higher ranges now.
So this is something that he does very well, and you can see that this Ahri is not very tricky in the way that she plays. She's played the early game kind of too safe, and then plays this part aggressive because she wants to push out the wave because she feels uncomfortable versus VEIGAR.
With new buffs, so I can definitely chunk her here. Boom. Oh, like two more Qs and she's dead again. It's like kind of the same as before.
Okay, so this is going to be difficult. 1 Q, 1 R,
Should I still?
and he still gets the 1 for 1
I knew
trade.
this would happen. I just kind of banked it on hitting the first Q, so I would one-shot her, but I missed the Q. Trading 1 for 1 definitely.
I mean, he needs to know that VEIGAR is there because the Herald popped, right?
For my team, and it's totally fine. Even if I would die and not trade from 1 for 1, it would be quite bad, but my teammates are winning, so it's fine. We finish our force here, so Boots is up in 5 seconds, so we wait till we get Boots, and then we buy the City Boots.
And VEIGAR actually doesn't lose HP with Herald, but while doing Herald, way less than anything in comparison because he has an on-hit heal.
And now I'm on Giga Power.
Which works really well with the fact that Herald has this like big part where he doesn't take damage and then you get a big hit, but a lot of that big hit you can't lifesteal off of.
This is where VEIGAR spikes crazy a lot. I could buy a ping, but I'm greedy and I'm not going to. Right now, 58 CDR into the game. I'm pretty much God mode with Q in rank 5. I am gonna play aggressively now. Ahri no flash, no ult, so I should be able to just demolish her right now. So let me show you the standard Everforce trade. Cage, W, the Everforce slows, and then boom, Q. And I missed the cannon, but that's fine. Look at my Q cooldown, I'm just spamming it into her face now. Need to help
Yeah,
with
so
my
now
powers.
VEIGAR is so strong.
And she's tipping very safe. That's why, because I could cage her and then WQ her. She's tipping to tier 2. That's hilarious.
I mean, that's actually correct though.
Nice commentary today. Feeling motivated.
Oops, I got into talk.
Very nice commentary indeed. Go check out his stream. Twitch.tv/lolnemesis.
So you see that? I know how Ari.
This is what I meant by him just being different human being. That
Ari players usually ult to the side, right? So I already like knew how I'm gonna shoot my Q. I was already in advance thinking, okay, she's probably gonna ult to the side, so I just Q right there where she is and kill her. Million's over. I'm way too ahead now. And my champ out skills. So you might be asking me, Nemesis, why are you TPing here? It's called like tempo in solo queue. Like in solo queue, having very high tempo, like being constantly present on the map, being ready to fight is really good for players. Since, you know, we're not really on sync on comms. I just TP for pressure pretty much. Everforce late, because his CC just ended. Oh, okay, I failed. Block. I'm kind of failing a bit, chat, because I'm talking.
That was a really bad cage. What the hell? He had the perfect cage angle there.
Oh.
Nice.
I failed a bit because I was talking and...
Like, that here was the perfect potential
bit.
cage. Look at it. He has the CC,
Chat,
and he has the perfect cage here. His idea, I guess, is to CC Caitlyn. But he could have gotten a more defensive cage that covers Caitlyn for at least one less auto attack here. Yeah, very good sidestep, of course, and then fortunately, he will get away.
I failed a bit because I was talking and my focus dropped a bit. At the Worlds game, guys, that we watched, I had like, what, 100 stacks right now? Somewhere around there, and now I have 200 in a solo queue game. Obviously, in solo queue game, it could be easier to...
By the way, the 200 is ridiculous, given the fact that it is 13 minutes into the game.
But, you know, I'm just saying. Nice.
That's ridiculous.
Could get bot lane ganked right now. I'm gonna W to push fast because I need to run, not because, you know, I don't have...
I'm proud whenever I have like 160 at this point. Then I'm like, oh my god, dude, I'm popping off, man. Like, 180 would be like insane to me.
Time. I kind of need...
I have to add that I don't play a lot of VEIGAR,
either
but
Wukong
still.
to hover me here or not anymore. Dodge the charm. Now as soon as I cage her, she's pretty much fucked. Boom. I have enough damage. Since I'm fat, I have enough damage to kill her. As soon as the cage lands, she's pretty much fucked. Because she can't escape with ult. Now we take Drake. Need to take objectives, need to take everything on the map. WQ twice, go back to bot lane.
So here's an interesting part, right? With counter matchups. People talk about counter matchup. Oh yeah, he counters Ahri. Well, any counters are... Yeah, but counter is not that simple. You counter something at a certain point in the game, right? VEIGAR, for example, does counter Ahri late. Mid. But if there's a Hecarim on Ahri's team, there's way less countering already, right? Like add to that a Nami maybe, a Lucian Nami. It's way less countering. Because you can't get into range to counter. And all of the sudden, the lethal range of the enemy team has gotten bigger because they have more fast champions. So, you know. Ooh, potentially really good cage. Very close, unfortunately.
Misplay. Could have I killed her? Yes. I need to play perfectly. So what did I misplay? You might be asking. My cage.
Yeah.
My cage was not perfect.
Yeah,
my cage needs to be better, and I win. They probably don't expect me coming.
And the cage was really close.
Okay. Just a quick peek onto Ahri. She didn't ult my cage, so she's dead. I think I catch him. Let's go. Let's go. I think I catch him. Everforce at the end of stun, he flashes it. You know, just to maximize the CC duration. So let's stack up this.
Yep, CC chains, very important.
Everyone is mid right now, so bot tower is free, but should I TP mid? That is the question. I'm just looking with F key and nothing happening mid, so no reason to TP. We'll just keep pushing.
They're all hovering towards bot side though.
So, that's maybe a little bit of a mistake. I could have led the tower than every minion. face checking bushes, you can check with W. I'm gonna TP here. I need to one-shot Viego. So I shouldn't burst Viego until he takes the transform. Because if I use ult while he's transforming, he will make the ult disappear. Can we get one more? Yeah? Oh, Kiana missed ult. Wait, why is Trash not running? Oh, I'm
Well,
ignited on that.
seems like that is why. But still a really good trade for his team, of course.
Yeah, a lot of you guys would just go right now and auto-attack it. I ain't doing that. I'm all about efficiency. I'm gonna wait till this Herald gets low, and I'm gonna fucking kill it. Because I get 3 AP on it, I think. 4. I got 4. I mean,
I
it's a
would have
Robin.
definitely auto-attacked it. Mm.
Oh no, ult him! Oh my god. Whatever, bro. Okay, I'm trolling. My map rotation right now is absolutely trolling. I should be a dragon. What am I doing? Oh, he just...
Too busy with memeing.
What is he doing? Okay. I always play for Soul, always play for Dragons. Dragons OP. Going top lane is just trolling by me. Face checking as VEIGAR is really bad. You're a squishy champion. He has Mao, so I had to use more.
The
Not sure how much
ultimate
gold I
got
just got with first strike, but definitely
completely
very
deleted.
strong. Oh, Inter! Come on. Nice. Alright, we'll do Barn
Huge.
now. Can just stay here and deny enemies.
That was an insane cage,
Gonna
by
push
the
this
way.
top way before
Like,
I
what the
base just
hell?
to make the lane state better.
Mm-hmm. Very good. Always keep up the awareness on the lanes and
Nice
where
swoop.
they will end up after
Rampage
you
is just first strike. We
leave.
can just end the game here. As you can see, my auto attacks are one-shotting towers. First
Yeah,
strike
he has
is
356
1000 damage,
stacks.
500 gold.
Very good job. Oh, Ari got caged. She's dead. That
Wasted
ultimate was
already.
wasted. That was a very clear. She's gonna blow up before anything. But you know, doesn't really matter
Another
anymore.
cage here. Oh.
Oh, very good job. Yeah, Viego gets a
That's
good
how I
amount
play
of
VEIGAR,
movement
guys.
speed.
It's quite easy. Joke, it's not easy. It just looks easy because I play it.
I mean, it is actually not that hard in comparison, but yeah, it looks much easier whenever he plays it. He is doing a very good job. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. And tell me if you have any suggestions for the video. Hit me up in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Stay awesome.